Maybe this is a good time before a YouTube video, right? I know you said maybe you should look up a video or something. How about we just make one, right? Trading things. But let's go in here. So in your trade section, clearly, right? Oh boy, I'm excited for this. Yeah, I hit the record button, so maybe I'll use this for a video. Okay. What I do with my traits is, like, let's say I'm trying to find one and I can. Are you looking to find a way to unlock the trait or increase the trait's value? Or both. So to unlock the trait, if you're interested in knowing, I managed to get a trait from a weapon that I want to put on one bow, but not sure how. I managed to get a trait from a weapon that I wanted to put on one bow. Okay, so if you have a, let's say I have these, the Shadow Harvester grips, right? If I have these and I want to add another trait, these are the only traits that you can put on it. There's a little button up here in the top right. It says call equipment traits for info tab. You can see what traits you can put on it. So for this one, I'm probably going to put another endurance or something on it. Let's see, mana regen, magic endurance. I'll probably do ranged endurance. So the only way to get ranged endurance is by getting that exact glove with ranged endurance on it. It doesn't have to be the glove, it can be the trait. So let me clear this real quick. And I'm in the auction house now. I'm just gonna clear everything. I'm gonna go to hands. Let's find Shadow Harvester gloves. We just need the trait. Okay, people keep going in and going out of Discord. Mad annoying. All right, hands. Extract Shadow Harvester grips. So here you go. Now, I wanted magic evasion or ranged, I think it was ranged endurance. So ranged endurance would cost me 944 solvent just to get that perk attached to your gloves. Okay. Once that perk is on your gloves, let's just say I added the perk. Let's say it was mana regen. I don't need, oh shoot, let me go back to that. I'm gonna go here, equipment, mana regen right here, hit the auction house trait. Now, all these gloves have mana regen. Here's a trait. I can use any glove. It has to be a glove. It can be green, blue, or purple. Purple will make it 100% that you go up one in the trait. So I can spend 110 solvent and immediately go up in that trait for mana regen. But here's the tricky part. Let me go to a different item. Maybe this will be helpful. Let's see, one that I have two on. Okay, here's a great one. Great example. You have mana regen. My stun resistance is already maxed out. And I have skill damage resistance. Skill damage resistance on a cape is going to be very, very expensive. I will show you. Skill damage resistance. 342. I believe you can only find it purple. Oh, you can get it on this one too. But the cheapest one in the auction house is 342 on purples. Let's look at rare. And the cheapest one is 100 solvent on blues. Now here's a trick no one tells you about. I've seen a bunch of YouTube videos of like how to do it, how to do this. No one tells you this trick. And I think I've seen it on like one video. So there's a thing called blessing. And the more blessing you have, the more chance you can use your blessing. I'll show you here in a second. You can use that blessing to guarantee yourself another point. So let's say I went to the skill damage resistance. I'm gonna go back to the blues here in the store. If I were to buy a blue because it's cheaper, it doesn't guarantee it. It costs me 100 solvent, and if I don't get the trait, it's an RNG thing. It's a 10% chance you'll get the trait. If you don't get it, you get blessing. And then as you build up the blessing to a certain amount, you can guarantee it's like a pity system. But what they don't tell you is that you can earn blessing on either one of these traits. So I have mana regen and skill damage resistance. So if I bought, here's the trick, right? Mana regen, no one really likes on a cape, so it's probably cheaper. So let's look. Look, it's 131 on a purple, a guarantee, but I don't want to guarantee it. I want blessing, because blessing is going to help guarantee a cheap blue on skill damage resistance. Hopefully you're following along on this. Now let's go. So mana regen on a cloak only costs 49. I'm going to get 2 of them just to show you. You see where I'm going with this? So now I have my mana regen with my random cape. It's a blue. I'll enchant it. I don't use blessing. Don't use the blessing. You want to build the blessing. And see, it failed. But now my blessing is at 520. I got a max one. So now my blessing is maxed out. You see this green bar? It's maxed. So if I use a blessing, it's 10% for using a blue and 90% for blessing. Guaranteed, right? So now you go to get your skill damage resistance. Where is it? This puppy right here. And you buy a blue. You don't want to spend 340. It's expensive. 104 skill damage resistance. Buy the blue. All right. So now this cloak has a skill damage resistance. Use the blessing. I'm at 1 out of 4. Enchant it. Boom. Now I'm at 2 out of 4 on skill damage resistance without spending 100 per piece. I'm only spending like 30 because I'm using the blessing from max mana or mana regen. So that's the trick to cheaply build up your stats on your gear. I hear Brady yelling at me from the other room. He probably wants me to do something. Let's find out. What, Brady?
What Brady? Even though it's Rojo's the one that wants them.
The fuck are we doing?
Oh, I was streaming. I was teaching somebody how to do the trade stuff, and I was also recording for a YouTube video. I thought it was like a 1-on-1. You know, might as well just do both.
I like that. I like that.
You know, muting the Discord works also.
So I did that, but people were coming in and out of the Discord. It made that noise every single time, so I just left so it would make the noise.
Oh, why don't you go into your stream settings on Discord?
Oh, you know what else helps? Watch. So I have some serious grind to do now. Yeah, so I am going to do a video tomorrow. I'm going to shoot the video tomorrow, and it's going to be specifically on like my gameplay loop to grind gear. And the gear is what you're using to sell for solvent. You take that solvent and put it in the traits that you need for your pieces. So I might make this a video. So Dala, you might be on a YouTube video. I appreciate you asking me that because I wanted to do a video on that, but it's better to talk to a person than to just like describe it.